Were you scared of the music?
I'm actually going to change my pants.
Don't worry, Si, if you're scared. If there's
Where have I
something...
heard that before?
What?
Where have I heard that before?
On Tub Thumpers. So if there's something
of course,
strange...
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's right.
A minute before we came on, I said, right, I'm going to say this intro. so I don't... Anyway, welcome to Tub Thumpers. Like Halloween, don't you, Si? You're a big fan of Halloween. Why though?
My favourite time of year is between October the 13th and November the 5th. And Halloween is just nicely in the middle. I love it. It's always my favourite time of year.
I feel dead hypocritical doing a Halloween special because I've never seen. I mean, Suki got me look at even a scary T-shirt. It's like, look, and I've never seen one Chucky movie.
T-shirt, crossbones cap on.
Yeah, well, I've gone all outside. Ooh, scary. Let's have a look who's here. There's 34 people, and welcome back to Tub Thumpers. God, how long's it been, Si? Over a month since we've done Tub Thumpers.
I was going to say, do you see, I see horror as the same sort of franchises as everything else, though. When I look at the old horror and I look at old 80s horror movies and all the Hammer House and all them sort of stuff, and I collect all the Universal monsters as it is. I like that sort of thing. I find it dead iconic and...
No, I jab my wife mental because my wife likes horror movies and so I can't watch them. I'm not. Look, we all know the story about Shabby he hates horror movies. And I don't know what it is. I just they just freak me out. So, Mrs. Scuba Pete, hello. There's a Tub Thumpers alumni right there. Hi, Mrs.
Leslie
Scuba
Dudes.
Pete. Our
Mr.
Gerard's here. Hello, Gerard. DTM, it's been ages. It has been ages. It's been about, well, it's been over a month, hasn't it, Si, since we've done. Well, we thought we'd start season 2 of Tub Thumpers with a Halloween special. Ooh, am I scaring anybody yet? Welcome back, Shabby Si and Tub Thumpers. Thank you, DTM. Cheers, pal. Our Scoobs is here. These two blokes, I keep saying we're back. Tub Thumpers is back. Because we haven't done Tub Thumpers. We've done all these little specials, you know, Ladies' Night and Annual Night and Northern Night. We've had a good time, haven't we? Our Rob's here. Hi, Rob. Our Des is here. Hi, Des.
Desmond.
Our Kieran's here. Everyone's turned up. Wow, 40. Wow, you absolute legends. Jonathan Redmond is here. Ooh, good old
Radders.
Cat's here. Hi, Cat. Mr. Whitehouse is here. So, brilliant. Keith is here. Look at this. Everyone's here. We are all 50 minutes early. Does that mean Shabby will start 30 minutes behind the chat? See what I mean, Si? See the abuse you get, you know what I mean? For free entertainment, Si. Free entertainment.
You are always behind in the chat, though, aren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, you say it with all these excuses like, oh, I've had so much to do. But in the chat, we just think you're bloody useless. Like, we tell a joke in the chat.
Yeah.
And then, like, you can't get the punchline an hour and a half later. The amount of times you lot just read it and then just skim over it because you forgot the joke an hour back. It's amazing.
Hey, Matt, we're behind early, so sorry, starts way behind the chat.
I'm telling you, it's a bit now. You lot, you, Stu, Matt, Tense, my God.
I was gutted today, so I was gutted, right? Because you know my internet is a bit dodgy or whatever. Well, Jem was talking to this bloke who worked for AT&T, and he's like, well, I can come round and see what we can do instead of the internet you've got, right? So he comes round, And he goes, yeah, your bandwidth at the moment, what you're on now is 12. And Jen went, is that good? He went, no, it's all right. She goes, well, what can you offer? He went, 131. So how I've coped on this. So, but I thought it was going to come today, and I thought, oh, if it comes today, I'll look like crystal clear Shabby for the first time in 4.5 years.
To be fair, it does look clear though. It does look crystal clear.
Right. Well, tomorrow, so ZSR, I look like a different person. Do you know what I mean? Everyone like he's not blurred or glitching or anything. What's going on? Oh, so fingers crossed it comes tomorrow. Anyway, George is here. Evening all, shattered after work after a busy few days of surprises for you know who. Was it his birthday? I never noticed.
It was his birthday. I never saw anything.
Every social media returned on. I opened a local newspaper site. North Carolina, you know, his birthday. I'm glad he had a good time. I'm only joking.
I am, yeah.
A good time. Shabby Sophie Armin in the chat. Everyone has their Christmas decorations up. Well, I'm glad you brought that up, even though it's a Halloween.
Would you not think like that now? If you'd have put your decorations up this week, you would have ruined Halloween, ruined it for yourself, because you're missing two what I know American holidays for the sake of Christmas coming early, Thanksgiving and Halloween.
But I've never. One of the girls did put a tree up, a Halloween tree. So you get your tree out, and instead of putting all your Christmas decorations on it, first you put all your Halloween decorations. I never thought of that. I thought, what a great idea.
I suppose you could get away with that, couldn't you? Doing that.
Yeah, you can.
Like doing your tree up and then like Halloween in it before your Christmas. Yeah, I suppose you could.
I like that word, Si. Halloween in it.
Halloween
in it. Anyway, tonight, Si, what we're doing tonight, this was your idea, so what we're doing?
I've decided that I'm a horror collector, like I said. I always pick up quite a few horror. I've picked up all the JD Universal, pick up all the NECA Universal. Claire's mum, every Christmas, she always gets me one of the NECA. And I always buy the black and white ones because these films weren't in colour when I first saw them. So I'm like, why? Like, I don't understand the colour ones. I get it for people that, you know, but I always buy the black and white ones of them. So then it got me thinking, you know, what do people have that's Halloween or horror related? It can't just be me that likes Universal Monsters and stuff. I know Bri collects them and stuff, but does anybody else collect anything that's Halloween or horror related? And if you have, come along.
So we're having more like a Halloween party, aren't we, without the candy, if you will? So what I'll do is around 20 past, I'll put a link in the chat and everyone's invited. You know what it's like here at Shabby and Size. Everyone's invited. So all you got to do is just come on and show. It doesn't have to be a toy. It doesn't have to be some Halloween toy. If it's a Halloween mask or a Halloween costume or a Halloween poster or a picture of your ex-girlfriend. Do you know what I mean? Anything scary. You're more than welcome to TUB THUMPERS and show us. So that'd be awesome. G-Force, we've got a breaking news from G-Force, our site. It says, my job sent an email today saying we can all wear a festive sweater or the like, but specified no full costumes. Lame that. I agree. Lame. What would you go outside if you could dress up for
if I worked in an office like G-Force and he sent me a message saying you can come dressed in like, I'm dressed as one of the Justice League every day. even Catwoman and Wonder Woman. Every day.
We are fine, Cat. We are fine. How are you? Is anyone going trick-or-treating tomorrow? Do you still go trick-or-treating, Si? No, you...
Yeah, I still go, yeah. Last year I made £1 of sweets and £7.50.
Let me ask you something outside, because I know you live on a main street in Blackpool. Are you a turn the lights off kind of guy? Are you a guy?
No, I love trick-or-treaters. I do with carol singers. Carol singers, I do with them.
Why not?
But I don't with trick-or-treaters. No, I like trick-or-treaters. I like their outfits that they've got on. I like the way that the mum's always with them. Stand there, stand there, stand there. I like trick-or-treaters, yeah.
But you don't like carol singers?
Not really.
That doesn't make any sense. It's not coming to you out.
Because if you've got trick-or-treaters, there's like 2 or 3 of them maximum. But when there's carol singers, there's like 5 of them. I'm thinking, I'm not paying for this lot. For dodgy singing at the front door.
I get it, right. So if one trick-or-treater turns up to your house, you've got to go, oh, no problem, 50p well spent. But if there's 5 of them,
Exactly. Then it starts dipping into your fivers, doesn't it? Forget that.
Maybe you're like, hang on a minute. You know what I mean?
No.
Delphian's here. How you, Delphian? Oh, man, that's brilliant.
Brilliant.
Donuts here. Hello, my friend. Good old Donuts here. Oh, yeah, I'll probably get monetized like I do for Desi's meme, but I don't care. TJC's here. Hi, TJC. Let's have a look. The lovely Miriam's here. The lovely Keep On Collecting are here. There we are. I like this time of the year. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Because England's gone, 4 hours behind now. Instead, we're only 4 hours behind. Instead of 5 hours behind. And me and Si said we're going to change Tub Thumpers anyway to 4 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock. But for some reason, this time it's 5 o'clock, even cooler for me. You know, I'm right in the middle of dinner. You can hear Jen cooking.
Yeah, I didn't think about your side of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I tell you something, Si. You know who else absolutely loves Halloween, don't you? Our Oppie. Oppie's Creations. Look at this. See, it was Hoppy at the end. Oh, just in case you all sat at home going, oh, it's Hoppy. It's Hoppy. There he is.
Very good.
Yeah, good old Hopp sent us that in, which was awesome.
Good Ali Quinn.
Donut says, was meant to be born on Halloween night, but ended up 9 days late. True story, Si. It's a true story. He's not lying. 9 days late.
Well, maybe that's the thing as well, because it's me month, it's my birthday month. That's why I was probably like my birthday, then it's Halloween, then it's bonfire night, and I love the way everything glistens at this time of year, and it's cold, and I do.
I love the way what? Everything glistens.
I'm northern, aren't I? I'm more fond of the cold than I am being red hot. I just am. I like the chill.
Yeah, just the way you said it though. I love the way everything glistens.
I do. Everything's dead shiny, isn't it? Everything looks like it's like, I love it.
Brilliant. Hey, look who else is here.
There was something in the air that night. The stars were bright.
Rolando. I should have done Rolando.
What I love about that, right, is when all the Northerners do that, we try and sing that as northern as possible. Like, we all call that Rolando. Rolando.
Imagine if he came in for Northern Night. Rolando. Brilliant.
Rolando.
Brilliant. Let's have a look who else is. Everyone's turned up. Was wearing some very frightening shirts on Stu's birthday.
Oh, I don't agree with that. I think he was dressed like he belonged on a catwalk of sport. The greatest shirts unknown to man.
But you looked at him on Stu's in that shirt. Was he glistening? Was he glistening inside? Because I know this time of year you like.
He was glowing like the Ready Brett kid. Look min.
Ready Brett kid side. Oh, absolutely brilliant. Oh, who's this? Hello! Good old Cat Night's here. The other half. How are you, Cat? How are you? Everyone's turned up.
I'll tell you what, it's a segment that made me laugh, Mark, in the end of Stu's video today when he's in that Sylvester outfit. Did you see it?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
I'm laughing hard.
Stu's
been all the 50th dance and stuff.
Is it as good as Super Awesome? Is it as good as Super Awesome in that shark outfit?
I've never heard my mum laugh so much as watching John in that shark outfit. My mum was in absolutely hysterics at that.
Do you remember, chat? Well, was it a Tub Thumpers that side? Was it? Yeah, it was Tub Thumpers.
It was Tub Thumpers, yeah. Yeah.
Do you not remember?
Just decided to get as a shark, didn't he?
Funny as well. Up to 55 people. You've all missed Tub Thumpers. You're all like, yeah, you know, Shabby doing live streams on his own, he's all right. But without Si and Tub Thumpers and this and that, it's just not the same, is it, Si? It's not the same.
I think they're more thinking. I think they're more thinking, what questions that knobhead going to come out with this week? I think that's what they're thinking.
Oh, yeah. Well, then we should do that now, Si. So let's have a look. Here we go. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute, let's just turn this off. Oh, Si, I'm getting so rusty. We haven't done it for such a long time. Si's question of the week. Oh, did you see Si? Freddie proved this Si's question of the week. Not bad. Si,
Scary question.
what's your question?
My question of the week this week, right, is that when you look at the black arts and you look at cauldrons and you look at vampires that can turn into bats and stuff, and it's very easy for these sort of night creatures to travel, then why do witches fly on brooms? And what's the broom for? Why do like witches use a broom to fly on when they can make a potion in that cauldron and they just go into a puff of smoke and then they're there? So what do they need brooms for to fly on?
Oh, God. Right. That's all the question of that. You told me last night. Oh, this is going to be a classic, these Shabs. Right. So the question of the week is why do witches fly on brooms? Why is it a broom, not anything else?
Yeah, because they don't need one, do they? Because like the witches have spells and potions and stuff, and they use sorcery and they can like do loads of stuff. So obviously they could just like
Funny boy.
appear somewhere. They don't have to or like float. What do they need a broom for?
What do they want? So I'll put it out to the chat. So witches, they fly on brooms, but what do they need brooms for? What do they need? What else would they fly on then? What would you recommend they fly on, Si?
Well, they can float. It's not really about flying.
Float,
I'd just make a potion like wishy, make me float and stuff, and I'd be like just float or just fly over. Like, why do they need to be sat on a broom and stuff? What's the broom bit about the witches?
Yeah, but ghosts float, Si. Witches don't float. I've never.
Yeah, but think about it, right? The vampire just goes poof, and it turns into a bat, and off he flies, right? Very quite like easy for him. But like, can you imagine like, oh, just get me broom. I've got to set my broom. It's like, what do you need a broom for? What is it with witches and the broom? What's the connection?
The stick on it. Oh, I better be careful. The it's hard to explain without sounding like a. I mean, I can't think. The shaft of the broom. Yeah, because it's easy to. Do you know what I mean?
Whoa! Here.
When they're flying, they go like that. Do you ever see Harry Potter?
Yeah, we see that can be understandable because that's a sport, isn't it? That's a sport of Quidditch, so you could understand why they need like. But why do they fly? I don't understand it. Anyway, we've got the first guest on. We'll see if this lady can answer the question.
Right. Okay. Hi, Coxie. Good old Kev's here. Let's have a look. Let's make you big. Here she is, the lovely. You've always been a fan of Halloween. You've always liked it.
This house is covered in witches. Witches everywhere.
No,
it's generally covered in witches. I could pull loads of witches out, couldn't I?
What's your favourite thing about Halloween, Annemarie? What's your favourite thing?
I just like the spooky stuff.
Well, yeah, but why?
You like the goth side, don't we? Tim Burton sort of design, that goth side of it.
I like anything like that. Yeah, I always have from being younger. Yeah. Witches and...
I mean, you did like Christmas because of like the four lads and stuff.
Oh yeah, but
you made a fuss for Christmas, but it was more.
I liked Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween. Like we normally sort of decorate up here for Halloween as well, don't we?
Yeah.
Mum, why do witches? Why do witches use brooms? And if they don't use brooms, like Si said, what else would they use?
Yeah, what's the connection? Why?
Well, didn't she have a Hoover in
Did she have a Hoover?
Yeah, a vacuum, yeah.
Only we don't use vacuums, do we?
Right.
There's from the shaken back ads.
That's right.
Because mostly they need it for steering, like some.
Yeah, for steering.
Like you don't like.
It's just their thing, wasn't it? They like broomsticks.
I don't know. can understand the cauldron because they need that for cooking spells and stuff. But I've never understood why witches use brooms and why they need a broom to fly.
Well, yeah, I understand what you're saying. I get it. But what I'm trying to say is, I don't know what else they'd use. What else would they use if you want a broom? You always associate witches with brooms, Si.
Well,
Yeah, you do. That's the thing. But why?
because
Anyway, oh,
this is not
that's what you
the
think then. So tell us all what you're showing on Tub Thumpers, our mum.
Well, I've made this myself.
Made it. Look at that.
She's got a little cloak, and she's got her feathers, and she's got a little hat, and she's got a spider that she needs to
Do some spells with.
And this is what she flies around on.
Well, look at the
What is
detail
it,
of
mum,
this,
that she
Mark.
flies around on? That is unbelievable.
Yeah, cool, aren't
That
they?
is great. Shabby Duluppy, that is unbelievable. I like good old lax here.
Here's her aeroplane.
What's the score of the last 16, Everton? I mean, look at the way they all say that about Everton, mum. It's a disgrace.
Oh,
Isn't it?
that's mean. Really mean.
That is unbelievable. So how long does it
We're
take to
Everton.
make one of them?
How long did it take me
Jeez,
to make this? Few days, yeah. This is mine though. This is mine to keep. She comes out, you know. I like this one. Oh, I wouldn't.
It's absolutely fantastic. Look
It's
at
nice
that
to-
side. It's absolutely
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? I see
is.
loads of them through this house. You made Helen a nice Beetlejuice one the other week.
Yeah.
That was a really nice one. Old
Yeah.
Beetlejuice outfit.
It's unbelievable. I just love what you make. It's absolutely fantastic. It really is.
And you gave Miriam a nice Princess Leia one, didn't you? Miriam
Yeah.
had a Princess
Yeah.
Leia one, which was brilliant.
Mm.
But
Hey,
yeah,
Mum.
we all see loads of things, don't we?
I'm about to put the stuff in the what is it? I'm going to put a link in the chat to get more lads on. But before I do, Mum, do you know all the people that we've had on Tub Thumpers? Well, I got around and so forth, and apparently, Si, there's a lot of them out there that have been through scary situations. Do you know what I mean? That there's a scene in their life that has been scary. Would you like me to show you, Mum, what I actually mean?
Yeah.
Frightening.
You're not scared, are you?
No.
You're not scared.
You're
not
right, Mum.
scared.
We don't need to come on and get scared on YouTube. Do you know what I mean?
It's you that gets scared, not me.
Yeah, the music right. That's
Mum,
one thing we could do to we could frighten you more than anything.
No, you meant to
I'll
stick
tell,
up
you,
with your
no, I'll
name
tell
on
you a
it.
story. I'll tell the group chat. This is true. Remember this?
Right.
Years ago, me and Mark used to share a bedroom. We had double bunk beds, and I loved the Nightmare on Elm Street. I was banging to it. Freddy 2. And I've got this full-size poster from my Uncle Michael at the market. Full-size Freddy Krueger poster. And it looked like Freddy was breaking out of your door. So I got on this one night, and I put it up behind the door. Mark in the day, he's going, oh, yeah, it's great that. It's great that. Gets to night time. If sat in my top bed, I've heard this. I can't hack it any longer. And he's dived out of bed and he's ripped my poster to shreds because he was frightened to death of a poster. That's how scared he was of everything, wasn't he?
Yeah.
No, that's right. I'll tell the true story now. I was trying to get out of the top bunk and I slipped and I grabbed something. It was the poster.
Weirdo.
Isn't that right, Mum? Tell him, isn't that right?
I can't hack it any longer.
Did Si not watch the last? I didn't watch any episodes of that. Did you, Si? Agatha?
I've not got. Me and Mum's been watching it, haven't we, Agatha? And we finished at 3. We haven't got past 3 yet. So I've got to go back to it. The Penguins took over for me. The Penguins been that good, and I just like to watch a show a week. Yeah, look, Hocus Pocus on a vacuum.
Oh, Luke says in Hocus Pocus, one flies on the vacuum size. So one flies on the vacuum in Hocus Pocus. Our con is here. Hang on, and I'll ring the mother-in-law and ask. Scuba Pete says witches enjoy a lovely bit of wood. So
yeah, both of these.
I suppose if they lived in a forest, this is what they would find to fly around on.
Yeah, but why the broom?
Because it's
Well,
nice
why are they in a forest?
and they've got like it. This will get the air into. No.
Where do they buy the brooms from, or do they make them themselves?
That's what I just said. Is they lived in the forest, is what they could make for nothing.
Yeah, but what?
They would get
I can understand it for like brushing up, but where does he think that is a flight implement? Where?
Oh, brilliant. G-Force has got the answer. The answer is right here, both of you. Look, he says the broom is part of the disguise. If they think someone has spotted them, they can quickly float downside, because we all know that witches float. So they can float down. Hang on, Scott.
Yeah.
Well, I think I saw that one with the big thing.
Yeah. Well, this is what I mean. I will. This is
There
what
we
I mean
go.
about witches in this house. We're absolutely covered in them.
Martin says, in mythology, the broom represents a garlic symbol signifying fertility. There you go. Look at this. Wow. Big.
She's got a big. Happy.
Wow, you made that. You made that
My sister
too.
bought me. Auntie Deborah bought me that a couple of Christmases ago, and she said, I thought I saw this and thought of you, and I went. Okay. Thank you. I loved it, but I went, oh, okay.
Annemarie Jumpy says it goes back to pagan rituals where they would dance and leap. This is very scary. That.
You see them in like old villages, and they do a dance with the thing. Yeah, that is. I've seen them doing that on like in a village, and they all like have these women that dress up as witches, and
right. What villages?
They have like a little dance and do it with things. Yeah,
rituals. Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, they leap and dance over brooms, poles, pitchforks to encourage a good harvest. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, very good.
Do you do that?
There's a nice little
cafe
in St. Anne's called the Coven, and that is
like a witch's place.
Yeah, and you get nice drinks.
Scuba Pete
like
says hello to your mum.
Hello, Scuba.
Scuba's saying hello. ETM saying hello. Mr. Redmond saying hello. The lovely Des is saying hello. Rolando saying hi, ETM. Jumpy saying hello.
I haven't met Rolando.
Rolando. I like November the 1st when all the Halloween stuff goes half price. He's got a point though, hasn't he? Really?
Yeah, we've got some good stuff half price, don't we?
For next year. Yeah,
we've got a lot of stuff, haven't we?
We've got a great Halloween wreath for the door. and it's got this big black crow on it. It looks absolute mint.
The house is covered in witches. No need for
It is.
that. Yeah.
I
The
could
lovely
honestly walk around
Miriam
this
saying
house
hello, Mum.
and pick up
Hi,
about
Miriam.
20 witches. They're everywhere.
In mythology, if you mistakenly piss in a plant pot in the front room after a 3-day bender, you lose fertility when the wife cuts your balls off.
Yeah.
Look at my mum. I agree. Oh, brilliant. Apparently, pagans used to dance around over brooms in the full moon. You forgot the full moon part, Jumpy. Look at this. To encourage fertility. So maybe witches are getting frisky on them broomsticks. There's a lot of fertility talk going around witches. I'm glad you brought this question. I'm glad you brought this question up. Witches ride on broomsticks because vacuum cleaners are too heavy. It's a good point Gups makes. Very good point. G4 says, Annemarie, is it fair to say you like more of a Victorian style of doll, kind of on the spooky side, gothic kind of look, Mum?
Yeah, I think I like Victorian. Yeah. I like anything
Let's have a look.
gothic.
Gerard says hello, Annemarie. Kieran
Oh,
says
Gerard.
hello, Annemarie. Look at this. How come Si looks older than you? Oh, hard life, Si. Hard life. What it is. George, witches use brooms because hoovers haven't been invented yet. What do you think of that?
That's good, yeah.
Are you agree with that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Mr. B says, my wife was a witch of the 21st century and had an electric broom. Witches use brooms to fly so they can escape from the dinosaur ghosts. Did you hear Si's question of the week last week about dinosaur ghosts?
Oh, he's that? Yeah. Yeah.
He's what?
Yes,
Amazing work as always.
Thank you,
Yeah, she's
Miriam.
got one of your dolls, hasn't she, Miriam? Yeah.
Yeah, she's got one of the Blythe dolls. That one I showed you, that's an American doll. They're called Jean Marshall. So for any of the American,
Yeah, they're bigger dolls.
they've all been retired now. So if you find those, they're the tall ones. They're the ones I like. Miriam and Helen have one of the Blythe dolls, which are also made. They were originally Kenner from the 70s,
Right.
but they didn't take off. So if you find an original Kenner Blythe doll, you're looking at over £1,000, really. I've got
I know the
couple of
price.
Takara ones. Yeah, I've never paid that. I think the dearest I've paid is a couple of hundred.
They're very
or you
expensive,
can get,
aren't they? They're really rare. I've never seen one.
they are, but the ones you can buy fake ones which are really good, which do the job if you only want to sit there. But you click a little string and their eyes change colours. So
and then when were these 70s dolls?
they're just cute
70s.
little dolls.
Cheers, Scoobs. I appreciate that, buddy. I really do. Let's have a look. Take care. Like I tell you what we'll do. Let's throw the invite
Yes,
in here, and then if anyone wants to come in and show us your Halloween stuff, you're more than welcome. Let's have a look. The detail on them dolls' outfits is just amazing, says our Jonathan.
Thank you so much.
Brilliant. My friend son is going to a Halloween party. Is Rick Ashley. Rick Ashley.
You should have got us Rick Gashley. Oh.
Rick Ashley side. Oh, brilliant. Let's have a look. Helen loves the Beetlejuice doll.
Oh, that's nice.
Let's have a look. Hey, Keith, you're going to go out as Cliff Richard this year? Oh, Gaforce. Hello, Gaforce.
Hi. Hello.
I'm glad you're here, actually, because I've got
Yeah.
something I've got something to show about you. Let's have a look.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, I had
Brought my cauldron full of candy.
cauldron full of candy. Our Des, what have you come as, Des? What's that, a pumpkin?
Let me put a bit of moisturiser on. Hang on a minute.
Ah!
Put it back. Put it back.
Hang on a minute.
Hey, Des, how are you, pal? G-Force.
Right,
G-Force.
sorry.
That's all right, mate. G-Force, whilst I've got you, can you explain this?
Surely.
What is that, G-Force?
That is my missus and myself. Halloween night. She was a little geisha type girl, and I was the crow.
Yeah, cool. We're gonna say the crow.
Is
Is that your real hair?
I'm sorry?
Is that your real hair?
No, that's a wig. I was this way since the 90s.
Yeah, but you don't know. I think your hair might have been like that back in the day. That's Steve's.
Look at that.
So that's just a little devil type of costume I threw together last minute.
You like Halloween, don't you, G-Force?
Oh, I love Halloween. It was one of my favorite holidays growing up. We would just canvass neighborhoods. My parents would bring us to probably like 4 different neighborhoods, and we'd have 3 costumes for each. We'd go and ransack these folks.
To me, it always looked like proper trick or treating though in America. Because when we were kids and we saw like the Americans trick or treating, we was always a bit jealous of that because that's the way.
And
like
it's exactly like that side.
Yeah. Do you remember the scene in ET when all the kids are out in ET? Yeah.
That's the way it used to be.
Yeah, it was exactly the same. Des, have you always liked Halloween?
When the kids come along, it was sort of a bit better, a bit more to do. But well, I think when we were kids, we used to do a bit. But I think for me, it was more this time of year. It's more bonfire night. Fireworks and all that sort of stuff. If you know what I mean.
Bonfire night was always my favourite this time of year, besides Christmas. Yeah. What about you, DTM? What are you dressing up as this Halloween?
I've been a fan of it, to be honest. When I were growing up, it were fun, like just to dress up. But I mean, it's good to see now and again. You still get folk going around with parents dressed up. That's all good to see. But I've never been a fan of Halloween. I like all the spookiness around it, you know. But,
it's going great. This Halloween special size going great. What do you think of Halloween? It's all right. Not bad.
I prefer what goes with it.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Annemarie.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
What will you say, DTM?
I prefer seeing all the stuff in shops, you know. I mean, you can't go to a Ryman's without seeing Beetlejuice this year. You were it's everywhere. Beetlejuice is everywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's
insane. Have a look at what you've got for to show us for Halloween, your scary stuff. Do you want to see a picture of Wee Gav? Scary.
Oh yeah,
of course.
Look at Wee Gav here.
Wow.
That's not Wee Gav scary. That's Wee Gav every Thursday night.
What's his drink of choice?
Michael Costanza right there.
Brilliant.
Yeah, look at Wee Gav there. Haunting. I think you'll find, boys. Haunting. Right, let's just get down to chat. Let's have a look. Awesome. Great pitch, guys. Brilliant. Thanks, lads. I appreciate that. Stu's here. Hi, Stu. Happy birthday, Stu. Stu, it was your birthday. Is it your birthday, Stu? It was Stu's birthday. Good old Stu. Happy birthday, pal. Stewie. Let's have a look. Evening, Stu. Everyone's saying hello to our Stu. No, Jace. Retro Toy Guy Sai is dead to me. Oh, right. Retro Toy Guy Sai. Let's have a look. Dead. Good evening, gentlemen. Everyone was watching the end of the match. He was playing Liverpool.
Dave, there's a ghost behind you,
Don't
Dave.
leave me alone for 1 minute.
Dave, watch out, Dave.
Hoodie's grown.
What are you a dinosaur?
See a pterodactyl ghost.
Oh, it's Helen! It's Helen!
I didn't know she was doing that. I thought, what's she doing at the top of the stairs here?
Absolutely brilliant. Keep on collecting, says all the lovely Annemarie. Nice to put a name. Yeah, a good old Annemarie was on. Mr. Berry's it. Hey, oh, sorry, not been about, but watching the football. Wanted to say hi though. Everyone's watching football. Coughlin, oi, oi. What's up, pagany? How do you say that word? Pagany. Pagany. That word. Stuff about boobs, but they've also symbolised their phallus and female sexuality and housework.
I've got a feeling about the broomstick.
Yeah, what, Dave?
Right. It's because mop and buckets are too bulky. They need something a bit more sleeker.
Yeah, I'm having that.
My Princess Leia has pride of place in my collection. I absolutely love it. Thanks again, Annemarie. That's awesome of you. Frostbite's here. G'day. G'day, Frostbite. Nice to see you, pal.
I knew Annemarie would stay long. She got a bit of stage fright. That's off she went. Yeah.
This live stream has suddenly become terrifying. Let's just get down here a bit. Is that Des leaning on the clock in the background of G-Forces? I got old Steve. Do you know what the lumberjack wore underneath, Connor? What? Anyway, G-Force.
Yes.
Si, first of all, Si, have you got anything to show for Halloween, Si?
No.
Right.
I haven't.
No. So,
G-Force.
yes.
Show us
I
your
have
Halloween
things to
bits.
show. Would you like to see
Scary
them?
bits.
Go on then.
Well,
Yeah.
They're not all that scary necessarily, but they're within the theme, I think. Let me just switch this camera about. There we go.
Oh,
So
Jesus.
here are some 3D printed jack-o'-lanterns. So this one will hold a tea
Nice.
light and you can put it in there. That
Yeah,
one's-
do you make them?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Man,
So that's them. But then there was a lot of music involved in like my spooky Halloween scariness thing. So brought out some White Zombie.
Ooh.
Always a good. The absolute best Halloween time band is Typo Negative.
Nice.
You got Slipknot.
No.
This isn't exactly your romantic evening kind of music, is it?
No. This is all gruesome stuff. Sanctuary. Marilyn Manson.
Jeez.
King Diamond. Awesome.
Shabby, do you want to come round? No, that's all right. Chief. That's okay, people. I got something to do.
Iron Maiden and Black Sabbath probably started it for me.
Yeah.
right, I'm going to interrupt you there for a second because that's just reminded me. There's a band in Blackpool, right? It's one of them cover bands, and they've got the greatest cover band name ever. They're called Slack Babbath.
Black Sabbath.
Slack Babbath. Really.
Awesome. So this will be the movie I watch tomorrow.
It's a good one, that.
Yeah.
Never seen it. Never
Great
seen it.
film.
Amazing. I'll bring it over, Shabby, next time I'm there. This is what
You've
I'm
not seen
watching
the film?
tonight.
I never got on with
Nope, never
Underworld
seen it.
movies.
I love
I've never seen any
Underworld.
of them.
Right.
Vampires
Never seen them.
versus werewolves.
Yeah.
Love it. Ooh,
Red Dragon.
Red
Red Dragon,
Dragon.
great film. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that one.
That's a good one. Yeah. I ain't
There
seen
is
that.
no-
Those-
Oh, I've
yeah.
seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That's a fun movie. I love the house. And then
Heard of Echoes. Kevin
That's a
Bacon.
crazy film. That's crazy.
Is that where
It
he's got
is.
all skinhead?
yeah,
Yeah.
And then the scariest movie of all for Shabby.
Oh, that's Triple X. You might get copyrighted for that.
But I do have
Right,
some figures that are like, Swamp Thing from horror, Spawn stuff. But
Yeah.
who else do we have in the other room?
Be careful, we can put the lights on, Chiefs. You never know who's round the corner.
We got a lot of NECA.
Well,
So we
that
have
elf.
the
Yeah, I
Queen
love the
horror.
Byron.
Let me get her out.
I need to catch up on these Elvira's. I've still got that one to pick up yet, and the Pride
They
one.
look great.
I've not seen that
They look
Christmas
great.
one.
Yeah, it's great this set, Dave.
Yeah,
It's like a little
nice.
goblin with it.
I have some Dungeons and Dragons and a bunch of gargoyle stuff.
It's a nice gargoyle collection, that.
They live.
Yeah.
They
Nice.
live.
Yeah.
American
Oh, they live for
Werewolf.
Pete McKinnon. Didn't know Pete McKinnon was in They Live. But
I didn't either. That was a surprise.
Yeah,
The only
Oh, I
Karate
like that.
Kid I have is the skeleton.
Nice.
that's cool. That.
We're back to some more Iron Maiden
Yeah, but he's
stuff.
not the only Karate Kid you know.
Exactly right, Shabby. And we have the Stormtroopers of Death. An old
They're cool, aren't they?
Batman.
Hey, you got some stuff there, G-Force.
Some Batman,
Yeah.
some Kong,
Hi,
Yeah.
Risha.
some Dungeons and Dragons stuff that's kind of spooky.
So you're
Let me ask you
believing-
something. Let me ask you this question. You're very eclectic, you, because you've got like loads of stuff out and loads of stuff still in box. So how do you differentiate?
I don't know. It's just how I feel about it. Big aliens,
You got a
Hyatoid
bubble
stuff.
loader. Oh, that's annoying.
It just depends on the figure, For me, I
Yeah.
don't really think about it other than that. But yeah, that's most of my spooky stuff that I have. I do have
Ooh.
him too.
Yeah,
Tell you what's
cool.
most frightening in your house? Dusting.
What's that? Dusting. I've never heard of it.
Awesome.
I tell you what's
Before-
most frightening in your house, that picture of Andy Lemire in that X-Wing helmet that's by the side of your bed. That's most frightening in your house.
But yeah, I've lived in haunted apartments. All kinds of spooky stuff has happened in my life.
Yeah.
I'm a believer.
Kevin says, I had no idea G-Force lived in a house with more than one toy room. Yeah. What, more than one room?
Me?
He's got
He
3
did
toy
used to have.
rooms.
It used to be one, didn't it, G, back in the day? And then all of a
I
sudden,
used to have one tub. Now it's 3 rooms
Oh,
and into the living room.
I just got a Friday the 13th toy video today. Is it as good as the one you made a couple of years back? Because I loved that one. I loved it. What was
Nice.
it called? What was it called, G-Force? His horror video.
Don't scream.
Don't scream. Did you ever see it, lads? Oh,
I think
man.
you might have done, yeah.
Yep.
Lucasfilm, Geeks Junk. The Crow is awesome, G-Force.
Yes,
it is. My
Let's have a walk.
favorite tradition is watching that on Halloween.
Ooh, hi, Gups.
Hey, Keith. What's the
There you
score,
go.
Keith?
Right, right.
What was the score?
3-2.
3-2. Oh, right. Okay.
Who played Liverpool? Who?
Brighton.
I'm assuming to Liverpool, Keith. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was 3-0 Arsenal last I saw. I don't know.
Everton, I knew. We got that out. I'll just keep quiet. Anyway,
Yeah, the best team on Merseyside.
oh, I agree. My new don't always like Don't Scream 2, Dino. Is it Don't Scream 2? Brilliant, brilliant. Right, our Des, what have you got that's scary? Ooh.
Well, we've put up some decorations for starters.
Sure
Yeah.
have.
Nice.
Scary.
Very controversial.
Yeah.
I know pops aren't a thing. I ain't really got much Halloweeny sort of stuff.
You had that shirt on yesterday. That was frightening.
It was scary, wasn't
Vampire
But
That's
I've
nice.
got quite a few Stranger Things, and it's all Zoe's fault. All Zoe's fault. But
it? Zoe.
I remember getting going to MCM Comic Con in Birmingham a few years ago, and I think it's just pre VC 2.0 coming out, and I was just started watching Stranger Things, and I thought, yeah, I do like it. I'm gonna get a couple of pops. I'm just gonna get the Ghostbusters set. So I've got just the gang. Where are we? So I've got Lucas.
Nice. Get Zoe laughing. Get Zoe laughing her head off.
Mike.
Yeah.
Because it was just a nice little set, a set of 4, nice and easy. And I've got about 60 odd now.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've got
It's
the
a
set.
slippery slope, isn't it, Des?
Have you got them ETM? That's down your
I don't have
line.
those ones. I don't have those at all. Then
I had to
Talking
force
about Halloween
myself off
Funkos,
of
though.
Oh,
That's cool, yeah.
yeah, that's
nice.
Stranger Things.
I think
I love Stranger Things.
it's because it's all window boxes, and it's a bit sort of reflective. That's a newer one I've got.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
But he's doing that, which I think is a bit sort of.
Wow.
Why is the box that colour? Does it do something? Is it...
I think it's the black. If they call them black lights.
Black light.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
And then this chap.
God, that's massive.
Oh, Demogorgon.
Why, thank you, DTM. But concentrate on this.
It's bigger than the chest freezer.
When you think that's the regular size ones.
Yeah.
It is a big chap.
Des, you made me feel a little bit inadequate, mate.
Hey, it's always big in Desi's house.
Family show.
Like Texas over there.
But yeah, I say I've got a host of other Stranger Things ones, but they're all sort of not packed away. They're all sort of in a corner.
They're cool, but
Yeah, I do like
Star
them.
Wars, Des. No Star Wars.
I've got a few, to be fair.
Nothing
I
scary for
think
Star Wars.
I won. Well, I don't think I did win some in Martin and Adam a long time ago's 500 giveaway. I won some lost, however you want to look view it. Some
Right.
Star Wars pops.
Well, I don't want to ruin your reputation, Des. So. Can't have you come on in here not showing Star Wars, Des.
Copyright ensued.
Absolutely.
We've
brilliant.
got some Halloween Funkos because of DTM. DTM and Helen bought Claire the Marvin the Martian Halloween of the 4 Looney Tunes set. And last weekend we picked up the Bugs Bunny one, with the ghost sheet on it.
Oh yeah.
So we've got 2 of them to get. So we have been collecting Halloween Funkos thanks to Helen and DTM.
Influence.
I love Funkos. I'm not a Funko hater. I've got plenty in this house. I think they're mint.
Yeah.
I've had them. I'm not opposed to them.
I think everyone's going to have at least one of some, even if they've been gifted it.
Yeah.
You're going to have one, or you know what I mean?
It's so good now as well. They're getting really good and detailed and more pop culture. So
I don't mind. Papa Gold sent me the Batman and Robin one, and I thought, yeah, it's great. There's nothing wrong with them. They're fine. Funko Pops. I think they had a
couple
bit
that
of a
are over
stick.
probably $50-$75 now. Kurt Cobain, the Jimi Hendrix one. The Purple Rain one is pretty pricey.
How come Si's wearing a BOE Halloween costume? BOE Halloween.
Red Army Bunker.
Red Army Bunker. DTM shows you scary bits.
Well, it's mostly figures, but I'll show you this. This is my go-to Halloween movie, Near Dark.
Ooh.
I've never seen it. It's worth
Never
a
seen
watch.
it.
Pretty good.
What's it about, DTM? What's it about?
It's about this group of ragtag vampires, and they go around in this little car van type thing, and they can only go out at dark. Anyway, this guy gets involved with them, falls in love with one of the gang members, It's a pretty good film. It's got a great cast.
Yeah.
If you've never seen it, go and watch it near dark. Right, so an even smaller one of these things.
Nice.
Debbie Corgan.
Its head's all shut up. Yeah. So yeah, I've got that one. Walking Dead, Negan, with his massive bat of death.
Do you know what? I never watched Walking Dead, but I know about that character because he was in Tekken 7. Tekken always put like a character in, and Negan's in Tekken 7. Yeah, as one of the fighters. Yeah,
What are they doing now? What are they putting?
Yeah.
That was a terrifying scene. That was when he brought his bat
Yeah.
out.
I think there's an eyeball on there somewhere. No, I can't see it. Yeah, I've got Mulder and Scully, bit of X-Files.
Nice.
Yeah. Can't remember how long I've had them.
Who made them? Necker.
McFarlane, I think.
McFarlane, yeah.
I could be wrong.
Oh,
Usually I am.
hang on a minute. We've got another guest on. We've got a debut guest on Tub Thumpers. So welcome, Keith Knight, and the lovely cat.
Hello.
All right.
How are you? Hi, Cat.
Hello.
It's nice to see you. Right, so we're just going to get back to DTM. I didn't want you to leave you.
Mulder and Scully, bit of X-Files. Where did I get to now?
Mulder and Scully.
Mulder and Scully's been. I've got a McFarlane, I think.
McFarlane, yeah.
I could be wrong.
Yes,
With,
a debut guest on Tub Thumpers. So welcome,
Somebody
Keith.
got a meat.
what's happening?
Yeah, Keith, you've actually got something on in the background, so it's echoing, my friend. So I've had to mute you a minute, okay?
Right, so we've got Cyberman, but this Cyberman's got like his flaps open, so you can see all his mutated head.
Yeah,
Very nice.
That's not very scary. That's another Doctor Who. This is called a Silent. I know there's not many Doctor Who fans about, but he's a big bald man with a small mouth.
Was he Christopher Eccleston's Doctor Who? Him?
Is that
This
Stu?
one,
That is
Matt Smith's.
Matt Smith. Yeah, I knew it was one of the newer ones.
What else we got? We've got Beetlejuice
Nice.
because he's everywhere.
Yeah.
Superman, but
Nice.
this Superman's a vampire.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so he's
Yeah,
a bit,
nice.
it's not very heroic, is it?
I like them vampire versions of McFarlane.
Yeah, they are good, are they?
Yeah.
And, last one we've got Freddy Krueger holding a can of popular lager and just enjoying life in general.
Brilliant. Great figure.
Awesome.
So that's me.
That's some good stuff there. That was pretty good. Oh,
I bought that Freddy Krueger figure when you put it in your top 10 list. When you put that in your top 10 list, I looked at that Freddy figure. I thought, I've got to buy that. I went out and bought it.
I think you said to
great.
Yeah, this one.
Can you hear us,
the other
Keith?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
Sorry about that. I had another computer running, so there was the echo. So I've sorted it now. Yeah.
Nice. See,
How we doing, Jeff?
It's nice to
Good,
finally
thank
meet you.
Hi, Kat.
Thanks for coming in. We appreciate that. We really do.
Yeah.
So look, I remember watching the others at school. Very creepy.
The others.
Ooh.
The others.
Yeah, with the full kid
Hey
one,
there,
yeah.
Gerard. Well, Mr. B said hello to Gerard. Right, let's have a look. Gups, what scary stuff have you got?
I'll build up to Star Wars, but I'll start with my tiny little Demogorgon Funko Pop. I don't collect Funko Pops, but these are a few I had from my I bought off my son when he grew out of them, so I've got a little one of those. I've got a couple Venom figures. So I've got Mayhem.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. I like that.
Yeah, that's a nice figure, that is. I've got Venomized Hulk.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. And I got the only one from Fortnite I thought was a bit Halloween-y was Skull Trooper.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I got a few Stranger Things figures. So I've got Dustin.
Oh, cool.
Oh, and after that one. Yeah.
Yeah. I've got the one you've got, the Demogorgon Chase one.
All right.
I don't know much about these, but I just picked them up the other day, and I thought
No,
they were
I,
really.
I think I got that in a 3-pack. Just can't remember where.
And then the one with his sort of mouth open, the other Demogorgon one you get, which is pretty cool. And then oh, this one's no, not this one. Yeah, this is another chase one. So is that the packaging's upside down?
Yeah.
Will. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Another chase one. So he's kind of mummified. That's pretty cool. And then the last one I've got is 11. And the packaging's back the right way around. You can see that. Yeah.
She got the little Eggos as well.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little. Yeah, that's it.
I think the other one, she's in the other outfit and bald, right?
Yeah, that.
How we all?
Is that her other figure?
Yeah. So Star Wars wise, all I could find Star Wars wise was the Droid Factory Star Wars figures. So you got the little pack.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you got R2 Boo, R3 Boo, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, they're pretty cool. And then they did a few loose ones. So you've got R7 Fang.
That's good.
They were very imaginative, were they?
Glow in the dark too, huh?
Cool,
Yeah, the glow in the dark top. Yeah,
it's cool. Yeah, I like that.
Then you got then you got single ones of R5,
Nice.
19. Pretty cool.
They are cool.
And then the one they've just brought out is R5 Zombie.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah, that one only just come out. And the last one I've got is R2 Boo.
R2
They're all
Boo.
great figures, them. They really are great.
They're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. Yeah. I think I'm missing a couple, but yeah, they're pretty cool. Yeah, that's it for me. That's all I can find, really.
Awesome, man.
I never picked up any of those like Black Series Halloween ones or Christmas ones. Did anybody else?
He sent me one. Orkspot sent me a BB-8 one a few years back. There was I can't remember if it's Christmas Halloween. It's over there, but I was trying to look for it just then, but my bloody eyes can't see it. But yeah, I like the festive ones. So he says, speaking of Venom, anyone else watched The Last Dance? Anyone seen it?
Not yet.
We're gonna see it.
No, I haven't yet. No, not yet.
I will watch it.
Yeah, I will
like
watch it. I think I'll wait till it comes out on streaming or something.
I'm the same. I'll wait till it comes on Sky
I'm
or
not
something.
gonna race and do it that way. Hey Baz, how are you, pal?
Good, just recovering from probably the busiest toy hunt I think I've done this weekend.
We'll have a look through what you've got, but we've got Keith and we've got the lovely cat here. Hello.
And Pennywise.
Oh, that's Keith's side. That's Keith.
With her Stephen King shirt, we've heard so much about her being a Stephen King lover.
So we've heard that you two are big horror fans. You like all this sort of stuff.
Yes, yeah. To the fact that it's actually our wedding anniversary tomorrow. We actually got married on Halloween.
Happy anniversary.
You know, looking at Keith, that's quite fitting. Looking at Keith, that's quite fitting. Looking at Keith, that Halloween for your wedding anniversary, it really is. So, Kat, what got you into Stephen King then, Kat? Did you start reading it as a kid and stuff? And
Yeah, sort of avid reader as a child, and just discovered his books and James Herbert about the same time, about sort of 13, 14. And just sort of like bought the books as they came out, and then over the last sort of few years, sort of started amassing some first editions and some signed copies of the books, and then it's that age-old thing of once people know what you're collecting, every birthday, every Christmas, you seem to get more and more bits of ephemera and memorabilia.
Awesome.
Great.
What's your favourite Stephen King book?
Yeah, so that's what's your best book?
Oh, so now that's a difficult one because obviously there's It, which is a big one for me, but I love The Shining. Shining was the first one I ever read.
Right, Shining's mine, yeah.
And I love that book. But yeah, I mean, this is my office, and from if Ken takes you on a tour, it is literally sort of the walls are covered in Stephen King.
That's awesome.
Stephen King everywhere. Even the door is Stephen King. Thankfully, nobody sleeps in bunk beds in here, so no one's going to rip my door off.
Give us a red room.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Awesome.
You can't really see because the light's shining on it, but there's a load of Funko Pops up here behind Pennywise, and I've got
all the NECA figures.
Mr.
Yeah.
Barlow from Salem's Lot.
Wow.
I've just watched the. Did you watch the new one on HBO Max? I just watched it. Salem's
I
Lot.
went to watch it at the cinema because it was actually at the cinema here. I made my daughter come with me, and I knew it was a good film because she started off just wearing a hoodie, and by the end of it, the hood was up and the strings were pulled, and you could just see like 2 eyes. So yeah, it was.
It sounds like me at my house watching it. It's exactly the same as me watching it. You know?
Exactly.
So, Kat, reading all the books, how close are the movies to the books? And have you ever been disappointed in one of the films because you're like, they've mixed this out and they've not put that in, or any of that business? Or
I think it's difficult, isn't it, with horror? Because I mean, a lot of his films, especially the early ones, were done before all the CGI and everything else. So there were always going to be things that they couldn't put in. And I mean, much as if you read the book and then watch The Shining, for example, you know, people slate it, you know, and sort of slag Kubrick off for it. But as a film, it's a fantastic film. But then if you read the book, you think, well, that's different, and you don't fall in love with Jack Torrance like you tend to do in the book. But I think a lot of the films where Stephen himself has been sort of there and he plays his little cameos, I think they're a lot closer to the books. But I think, you know, in reality, you have to take that into account that the things in the books are not real. So you're not going to be able to.
Your imagination plays a huge part in that as well, though, because as you're reading, your imagination is filling the imagery. You know, you're not having it forced on you in a movie or by acting. So I think it's very hard to top a book.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I remember years ago reading the book Cujo, the Stephen King book Cujo, because I've read quite a few of his books as well and seen pretty much all the films. Oh, that's a first edition Cujo that I got for Christmas. And I remember reading the book, and the book was fantastic. But then I saw the film, and the film was absolutely crap. I mean, on its own, it's a good film. But the film starts halfway through the book. Because in the book, you learn all about this dog. You learn about how he's a lovable family pet, and you get to know the family. You get to know the owner. You get to know the boy that survives in the end of the film, Cujo. But in the book, he actually dies. But they start the film with this dog being bit in, I think, the first or second scene. So all you see throughout the film is this rabid dog. You don't get to know the dog as the family pet.
A lovable dog, right?
By the time the book finishes, you actually feel really, really sorry for the dog. You genuinely feel sorry for the dog. But in the film, you just want the dog to die because it's evil. Yeah. But so the film is crap compared to the book. But
Kat, you've got a question.
So you've got to admit the Cujo is one video cover you always remember in the video shops, don't you? You always remember that Cujo cover, don't you? No matter what.
Big teeth.
Oh, yeah, that was a crazy cover, wasn't it?
You've got a question here, Kat. Geekstrong asks, did you like the movie Doctor Sleep, The Shining Part 2?
I did, actually, and I thought it was really well done. Considering, let's say, that Stephen King didn't like the Kubrick version of The Shining, I thought it was really good the way that they pulled elements in of it, like the little boy on the trike, you know, Danny on the trike, and the actual overlook itself. I actually thought that was really good, and it sort of it allowed people who enjoyed the book and enjoyed the mini-series of the Shining as well as the film of The Shining to actually all be pulled in together. So yeah, I thought it was quite good.
Buzzer says I've only ever read one Stephen King book, Sutter Kane. I can't got my glasses on. I haven't been the same since. Epic Badger, hey pal. Cujo had a good premise. Mari's best friend taps into the same fear of our furry friends. Do you agree with that?
I'm a Tommy Knockers fan. That was my book.
Was Misery? Misery was
Stephen King, wasn't it?
One of those things, if you read Misery and Dolores Claiborne, your imagination, they are black women. So when they were played by white women in the film, for me personally, it didn't sit right because my imagination, the South of America in that time frame, they were black women. So I was a bit disappointed with both of those films, to be honest. But yeah, in my mind, they were both black.
In the Mouth of Madness, says Darth Muzzy. So Pennywise and Cat do make a handsome couple, Connor. Pennywise and Cat. But anyway, so have you got any Have you got any Halloween bits to show us, guys?
Oh, have we? Hang on a moment.
We'll start off if you want with that Pennywise doll. That is a creepy looking thing. That thing.
We've actually got.
No, do you ever at night when Keith's gone to bed? Do you ever feel like standing up next to his bed?
That's even
You know when he's
worse.
gone to bed and he's gone to sleep. Do you ever feel like standing that Pennywise up, just like by the side of him when he wakes up?
I wouldn't want to scare Pennywise, to be fair.
I'm not going to sleep a wink tonight.
So we've got
Georgie. Yeah.
Turn on.
Could do if I can find where he's. Excuse me, looking up a small boy's back of his coat.
That's little Georgie as well. It's a zombie Georgie.
That is coming nowhere near my house. That thing.
Yeah, grandkids looking around here.
You're all right, Shabs, aren't you? You're all right, aren't you? You're not scared or anything.
Oh, I'm all right. I'm getting there, Si. I'm getting there.
Obviously, we've got Pennywise.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Little Pennywise.
Did you like the new movies then, Kat? Did you like the new ones? The It movie?
Yeah. I think if I'd have never seen the original, I'd have thought they were brilliant. But for me, Tim Curry's he's Pennywise.
Yeah.
Even though if you read the book, the actual outfit that Bill Skarsgård wears is the silver outfit, which is what Pennywise was supposed to wear. I think that the Tim Curry version is just more evil for me.
Tim Curry, isn't it? Tim Curry.
Yeah.
And then we've got the little It's and the Georgie and Bill. Then we got Pennywise, Beverly, and Ben.
Nice to have them, aren't they?
Yeah. They're quite hard to get hold of. They're quite hard to get hold of now.
Obviously, you have to have
Yeah.
a Pop Stephen King himself.
Stephen King Funko Pop.
I don't like Funko Pops, by the way, before anybody says anything.
Pennywise, Richie, and Eddie.
Nice.
And then Pennywise, Stan, and Mike, just to complete the set.
Yeah.
Good then.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
We've got another Pennywise.
Tim Curry one.
Yeah, the Tim Curry one. There is a talking Tim Curry one up there.
Yeah.
I'm sure that doll keeps turning its head, you know.
No, that's Keith.
Oh, right.
On the sofa and it keeps moving every time I sit down.
That's cool. Yeah, I like that.
Interchangeable heads.
It's one I need to pick up and it from the Necker collection because, and I want that Hellraiser one as well. I haven't picked that up yet.
The Tim Curry version.
Yeah,
that's one. Yeah, that is cool.
Steven says Keith doesn't collect Funkos the same way Stu doesn't collect ponies.
That's cool. Yeah, I do like the outfits. Necker makes some great figures, don't they?
They do.
Yeah. They really do.
I wouldn't know. I don't take them out of the box. I'm scared.
Absolutely.
Well, that's what I've heard. A lot of people have said that how fragile they are. But like EG Force, I've got no Necker out of boxes, so I couldn't really tell you. Do you know what I mean?
Some up.
We've got Sion Shabby.
Yeah. Come and play with us.
Oh, absolutely brilliant.
The one thing I've always been disappointed with, because we've got that Stephen King figure as well that you saw on one of the other videos. Unfortunately, it's downstairs, can't show you, but the 1/6 scale not Stephen King, Jack Torrance from The Shining.
Yeah.
You can get the Grady twins. I mean, those are also 6 scale. They're made by the same company. I think it's Redmond Toys.
Right.
But you can't get Danny Torrance on the scooter, and you'd think that would be a market for that. You'd think, but you can't get Danny Torrance.
Yeah. Can you get the one?
Yeah, and you just can't get one. You can't buy one.
Which is strange because you can buy Jigsaw, can't he, on his little trike, and you can get like the ET one on the bike, can't he, Elliot, on his bike?
I've never seen a Shelley Duvall figure either.
No.
To go with the Jack Torrance, and yet you'd think that those figures, you know, you'd think you'd think they do them and have them as a set, so you can collect, the set.
It's a shame I don't know anybody, isn't it, who could make one of these things?
Yeah.
I can't do things like that. I can't do head sculpts. I haven't got the ability to be able to do 3D printed head sculpts.
Nah.
Jonathan asks, Kat, which Pennywise design do you prefer? The original TV version of the movie remake?
Oh, it's got I prefer the original. I think that's because I was only young when I saw it. I was still in sort of my early 20s. I think the first time I saw that. So yeah, I think the ones that you see first is always the one that sticks with you and makes the biggest impression.
Yeah, definitely.
I agree with that.
Right, Baz, what scary stuff do you have?
I'll start with some movies that I quite like. So I've got Record.
What's that?
Yeah, that's a crazy film, that one.
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
I've seen that.
Quite a brutal one.
Yeah.
With the Critters deck. I love that movie.
Oh, is that the original?
Great series, yeah.
Never seen it.
Planet Terror.
Good film. Michael Bean.
I've seen it.
My favorite movies, Dog Soldiers.
Oh, that's crazy. That's that Scottish film, isn't it? With and it goes in his eye.
And Doomsday.
That's a good film as well.
Yeah,
Dog Soldier is really good, yeah.
In Scotland as well. Yeah, I have a
Hobbling, not hobbling.
couple Halloween cuts as well.
Very cool.
Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
I have Dracula, the
Transformer.
I've not seen that.
I've not seen that.
I saw that once at Target and it was gone.
Then I have the Hunchback from Notre Dame, but it's the.
Oh, I've seen these. These are good.
Wow.
Chunky figures, them, aren't they?
Yeah. Big pieces of plastic.
I have Frankenstein and his missus.
I need to get that, Frankie. I have the missus.
I do have the Dracula, but I cannot find it.
Yeah, I want the creature too.
Yeah, I do have a couple of Five Nights at Freddy's as well.
I like that.
Chocolate chicken.
I was tempted by those. I don't know why. They're just quirky enough, those figures.
There's the VR.
VR Freddy.
What is it horror? Five Nights at Freddy's? Is it like a horror thing or?
It's a horror. It's a kind of horror game style, yeah.
It wasn't
Like
my kids
Chuck E.
would like it.
Cheese goes berserk or something, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, they're good.
That's another one of my. I quite like this horror movie. I just
Dick
fortunately I
Crowley.
don't actually have any DVDs for it yet.
Touch it.
Mr. Crowley.
People one of them. He got me the twins from The Shining.
Supernatural, isn't it?
Visionary, supernatural.
Then, as of course, you have your Predators.
Oh yeah.
Then you have your weird Frankie.
Looks like me.
I do love my werewolf, so
Cool.
What's that from?
it's one of those the lush or whatever you call them.
I've never seen that.
That's pretty cool werewolf.
Then we have this guy from
Okay, so
Fortnite.
we'll show them.
That's from Fortnite.
That's from Fortnite.
Huh.
I
They
love
do
my
some good
werewolf.
figures, them, don't they? And Fortnite ones.
And then there's the werewolf from Doctor Who.
Oh yes. I've one of them around here somewhere.
Dave's ears perk up.
Yeah.
Did you see that quote, G4? Say that comment.
Might have an
recently
extra
picked it up.
creature. Oh.
What is that?
Let me know. Let me know, Mr. B. That's
It's just
cool.
one of the Halloween decorations, but it's the first time they've done a dragon, eh?
They have a bunch of those at Target over here where they have dogs and cats and owls and all kinds of weird skeletons.
It's weird looking.
That's crazy.
He pulls out some mad stuff into it.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
And I finally picked up one of these. Is it Teddy Bears? But they're now doing the action figures, so I had to pick up the Bears.
I saw some of them in one of my travels.
I'm kind of
Oh,
tempted.
they were at-
So they're free those.
Yeah.
They were at Five Below, Shabby. All
Five
those
Below?
Teddy Bears. Yep.
I do have more horror stuff here. I just can't find it at the moment because I'm middle sorting stuff out. But
No
I do have
problem at
the
all.
Elvira. I do have the Elvira for that as well. That I just cannot.
Yeah.
Des, did your Zoe send you some pictures?
Yeah, I think she sent a couple. I don't know whether they'll be able to see them or not. But she's just had her nails done.
Oh, very nice. Oh, yeah,
Ooh,
look at
Halloweeny. Oh, Halloweeny. Very
Wow.
nice.
And then that's one of her things. It's one of the drag queens.
That's cool.
Ah, cool.
She's got quite a few, but she takes them out of the boxes.
Bless
So I
you.
don't know where she got that idea from.
Brilliant.
Oh, hang on a minute,
Absolutely.
she's got
Oh,
Scooby Doo. I think she put the Scooby Doo one as well.
oh,
If you have,
Yeah.
Got a nice Scooby
Oh.
snack.
I am all over those
Yeah.
made Scooby-Doo figures. Did you see those coming out, Shabs?
no, I haven't seen him yet. I'd love to see him. I love that
Oh my
picture in the
God.
gallery of Mike as in the Scooby Doo gang. That was brilliant, Mike. Like
That
that.
was good.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
And
they've
it
got-
didn't look like a Photoshop at all, did it?
No, not at all.
I don't know if you would class that as a horror figure or not. But
Yeah, I
aside
picked them up,
from-
mate. I saw 3 of them in on bargains. They're good, aren't they?
I've seen these in B&M. Don't know
Yeah, I
what they
picked them up. They're good.
So, do any of you have any traditions for Halloween? Is there a certain movie you watch, or is there certain something that you do?
are. Near dark. Yeah.
Near
No,
dark.
I just lock my doors. That's all I do, really, Shabby.
I lock my
Yeah.
door.
Yeah.
Crow,
For me,
every year
I've always got to
since-
watch the Blair Witch Project. I'll
That's
just
scary, you know. I saw that again.
For me, it's just
Years a week.
So it's
yeah, I love that film.
That
I've
ended.
probably watched this for 30 years, so this is the longest tradition I have. Is watching The Crow on Halloween.
Yeah.
So you're not a big fan of trick or treaters, Keith? No.
Well, we've done a little lane now, so we don't get any down here. But as a kid, I used to do it all the time. I used to love going around the
Yeah.
village, but it just doesn't happen anymore down, in villages.
Nah, it
in
doesn't
UK,
happen here
It goes
either.
round here by me. You see them all.
Yeah, it does here.
For a few nights now.
Yeah, it doesn't happen where I'm too.
There's 30 houses on my street. I live on a dead end street, and probably 20 kids. None of them stop anymore. They all go to like churches or schools. They have like events where everyone can gather safely,
I mean, it's massive. It's massive in the stores. If you go in Asco or Tesco's or B&M, there's
Yeah,
rows and rows of merchandise, but you seem to see less kids on the street. So I don't know what everyone's doing with it all.
They do round by us. They have a trail where if you put a pumpkin outside, then the kids know that they can knock on the door, and then they'll sort of like it's sort of on our little neighborhood page. They'll put what areas are sort of are open for trick or treaters. And I think predominantly because where we are, there's a big old people's complex, and they don't obviously want kids turning up as the Grim Reaper knocking on the doors of the old people.
I've got something to show you all. What would you do if this showed up at your door?
If who? What?
Oh,
scary.
Freddie.
Who do you think? Who do you think that is?
Well, considering you said his name at the top.
Oh yeah.
I can't
Let's
see
have a
because I'm
guess.
on my phone.
I'd ask him who knitted his jumper.
I'll tell you what, I'd love it if he drove his bus like that.
Yeah.
Nice one.
I think Zoe's starting a new tradition tomorrow because we've converted semi-converted a garage into a pub.
Yeah.
She's doing sort of sort of hot dogs and jacket potatoes, all that sort of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
What's the address of this pub?
What time's that on? Yeah.
It's called the Thistle Do, and I think everyone's welcome.
I'll Skype her tomorrow. I'm
I
going
think she's on Instagram with Thistle Do. So
yeah.
The Thistle Do, brilliant, brilliant. Let's have a look. I normally watch a Carry On Screaming every Halloween. But after this live stream, I can give it a miss this year. I chaperone my grandkids for trick and treating. It's a great time. They go. It's like what we said before. They go crazy for it over here. I've never ever seen anything like it. When I first got here.
Halloween through children, like having them, your nieces, your nephews, whoever, your neighbors, whatever. If you can go out with kids and watch them enjoy it, it's amazing.
Our youngest grandson is actually called Casper. So he's very Halloween based.
Casper.
I don't know whether this is the right thing for Zoe to do or the wrong thing to Zoe, but Zoe's wrote, "You are all welcome, and the first drink's free." I'll have that bottle right there, thanks. For Halloween, I usually put the Christmas tree up. Good lad, pals. Good lad, yeah. I don't think I've ever had I don't know. I think, was it because when we were kids, really? Because to us, like, it was just the one day, wasn't it? It was just Halloween day. But over here, it's like I said, it's like a whole month. I've seen pumpkins outside houses and all sorts, for ages.
It's like in UK at the moment, though. The weeks of planning just for this one night. It's become like Christmas.
Yeah. That's the only American that grew up through it. I think that the anticipation of Halloween as a child was big. So October, once you got out of September and into October, the leaves started changing, you knew it was time to start thinking about your costume, what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
So there was a hype. You were like going to pick pumpkins out and you're going to carve pumpkins and do all that fun activities and stuff that went around with Halloween, on top of getting a crap ton of candy. And what kid didn't want that? So, I mean, it was a big anticipation building up to it, but
I've never seen the candy like it over here, though, G-Force. I mean, my kids, they couldn't even carry the bag. Honestly, it weighs more than they do.
Three pillowcases full of candy to sort through. My parents hated us because they had to go through all of it for razor blades and pins and all that stuff.
It's always, the way I work it out, it's always like, do you remember the penny machines where you got like little toys in an egg or something like that? There's loads of them sort of toys like Halloween and so forth. And then but candy side, I've never seen that much candy in my life. So we've got another guest. Look who it is.
Hi guys.
Hi, Scott.
Scott.
Nice to see you, Scott. Right, Scott, let's put you where our Baz is. I'm glad you came on because I know you like this time of year. You like Halloween and horror and so forth, don't you? So
yeah, I love Halloween and like
nice t-shirt, Scott. Nice t-shirt.
Oh yeah, Halloween.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, that's the film I watch every Halloween night. Will go on. So
were you the same as a kid though, Scott? Did you love Halloween as much as a kid? It's something that just stuck with you all the way through.
I think I started to, but it didn't really exist, did it? We didn't really do it in the UK.
No,
it was bonfire night. I knew about it, but there was nothing out there to do. You couldn't get a pumpkin. I don't think I carved a pumpkin until I was about 20 or something. But
we carved turnips, didn't we? There were turnips. Turnips.
I heard about that. Yeah, that's wild.
Turnip lanterns.
Why was that? Why did we do?
I think it was the climate. You couldn't grow pumpkins properly or big enough or something like that. I think it was the climate.
Yeah. Well, show us your scary bit, Scott. What have you got?
Okay, well, I'll start with Halloween.
Oh, Jesus.
That's one of the reactions.
It looks like we gav as a
It's we gav.
Freaking Luke Reynolds.
That one's quite recent, but this one I've had for absolutely
I
years.
do.
And I guess I think that's Diamond Select or Necco. It's not very articulated.
Nice.
Just a little bit of movement. The head comes off, but That's about all he does. But it's a brilliant likeness from the original Halloween.
Yeah.
So that's.
I bet Shabby Geek has not watched one Friday the 13th or Halloween film, have you, pal?
No, but I have seen Saturday the 14th. It was a great movie.
Friday the 13th was the first horror movie I saw.
Never
At
seen
8
one.
years old, I was terrified.
So got this guy as well.
Oh, feature the Black Lagoon.
Oh, the
Nice.
Black Lagoon. That comes with the lady as well.
Oh, that's awesome. You made that.
Ooh,
Yeah,
saucy.
That's a nice set.
That is a nice set.
I've had that 20, 25 years or something. So
Cool.
his arms are a bit loose now, but that's out all the time. That's a
Love that black and white film. That's a good film.
Who makes that, Scott?
Yeah.
isn't it? I think it's Diamond Select. But
Diamond, huh?
would that be right? It's got nothing.
It sounds right.
Yeah, I've had it a long time. What does it say? 2010 DST. That's probably Diamond Select, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then there's a couple of the reaction Super 7 figures as well of him. And they've got absolutely brilliant card backs. I don't know if anyone else has picked any of these up, but
I have a few, not these ones.
Yeah.
These are the retro ones.
Yeah, I picked them up early in the year. They were all on sale, really cheap on Zavvi in the UK. I thought, shall I keep them on the card back? And I got to about a week ago, and I thought, no, I'll take them all off. So,
What year are they from then?
These are quite recent.
Are they?
See a date.
2023.
All right. Okay. Really recent then. Okay.
Yeah, very, very recent. Last year or two. Definitely. I can't see any dates on them, but they're fantastic.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I know about the toilet paper. We didn't do that over here, did we, lads? The toilet paper, you toilet people's houses.
We would do that to the people that weren't there or weren't giving candy out. So that was our trick. If you didn't give us a treat, we'd trick your house.
I thought you let dog poo in the bag. And you set the bag alight. You put dog poo in the bag, did you? Then set the bag
that
alight.
was just everyday fun. Like if you were with your cousins or something, you just run around the neighborhood and do that type of crap.
Literally.
Anything else, Scott?
Oh yeah, plenty. Yeah, that one.
That's nice.
That's quite a new one. I just thought I've got to have
Really?
Love some prize films. So he'll come off the card.
The artwork on that card is amazing, though. It captures the lighting.
Yeah, look at the back.
Everything. It's fantastic the way they do those cards.
That's awesome stuff.
Does anybody remember when it was the McDonald's? It was Burger King when Burger King done the Universal Monsters.
Yep. They
No.
go for good money.
I haven't got any of those.
The only one I have Shabby as a Wolfman.
Right.
I just remembered that. It's like I've got a Wolfman, another Wolfman.
I love Hammer horror films as well. So these are a couple of.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
Nice.
There's Peter Cushing from.
Very nice.
Oh wow!
Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who makes them, Scott? Scott, what make are they?
Again, I don't know. I've had them quite a few years. I had them about 12 years.
Wow.
They were brought officially through Hammer Studios.
Wow. That is fantastic.
Yeah.
I love that Peter Cushing as well. Yeah.
And Necker have gone both on the way out, haven't they? Necker have done them, and they're on the way out.
Yeah.
You can pre-order quickly already.
Wow, they're unbelievable.
They're a definite Ollie, Scott. They're a definite buy.
We've got another guest, but I don't want you all to be frightened. Okay, don't be frightened.
Ooh, I'm the ghost of a collector's Christmas credit card.
Hey, pal. Are you all right?
Connor.
All right, Scott. Anything else you need to show?
Yeah.
Peter Cushing is
a couple
amazing.
of really prized possessions.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, wow.
signed Christopher Lee.
Wow.
Brilliant.
Oh my.
And,
Yeah,
and he
lovely.
signed, because this was the film, this is when I met him, he was signing these videos. It's a video, but he also signed
Nice.
his postcard for me as well. So those are really prized possessions.
Amazing.
I just would not have Mr. Whitehouse as such a horror fan. I just wouldn't. You know, you see all those nice pictures of him hiking and having a lovely day out in the pub, and he's got all his horror stuff.
I think Reaction just did one of him too, Scott. That alien you just showed. I think they just did yeah.
That's the one. But again, they were all £7 or something on Zavvi in the UK on
That's
sale.
crazy.
Fantastic prices.
Because they're like $20 here, 18 or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, they're usually that sort of price here. So there's a couple of the mole people and
great price.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're really great.
Oh,
they're good fun. I've been sort of mixing them up with my Star Wars figures this week, and
I do that. Any 3 3/4
Kind of
gets
fun.
mixed with my Star Wars figures. It's fair game in that room.
Awesome.
Did you see any ghosts or anything eerie trekking through them Scottish woods? Did anything catch your eye? Or they say a lot of ghosts go through them woods.
it's pretty scary up there. It's we went into these woods in the Cairngorms, and we didn't get lost, but we got a bit disorientated, and it's a really eerie feeling when you do. And it was light.
Yeah.
It wasn't even going dark for a couple of hours, but you realise how very quickly we get scared.
Let's have a look. I've got something
Rope
else to
bears
show
in
you.
the mix.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Who is this?
Dun dun dun.
Oh,
I know.
I'm guessing our loot.
I'm saying Zero Hunter.
Zero Hunter. That is Reynolds Reviews.
No way.
Oh,
Is that what he looks like without his beard?
He's got his night face on.
Absolutely brilliant.
Put the cold cream up before bed.
His cold cream.
Absolutely. Okay, let's just move Connor up to there. Hi, Connor.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Thank you. You got that right.
It's only Connor.
I don't have anything to show as such, but I thought I'd better come on and represent, seeing that Halloween is from an Irish festival or an Irish tradition. So I just
never knew that.
And going back to ancient times, like you're talking like hundreds and hundreds of years ago, it was a festival called Samhain, where it was because it was kind of two pagan festivals mixed together. So one, you had the end of harvest. So the winter was coming, and this is, the time where you would have collected all the autumn fruits and berries from the tree. So they had that kind of festival. But then it was also because the night started drawing in closer and it was getting darker earlier. They thought that the spirit world was coming closer. So that's where the whole spirits and ghosts for Halloween connection comes from. And people used to dress up to scare away the spirits so they wouldn't be recognized by the spirits of the dead. And that's where the whole dressing up comes from. So it all originates from that old Irish tradition. And funny enough, like even things like, the Headless Horseman, everyone knows the story of the Headless Horseman, but that comes from an Irish folklore story, the Doulahan. And he used to ride holding his head on a black horse, whip you with the spinal cord of his previous victims. And the only way to get rid of him was to throw gold at him. So if you had a gold band or ring, you could get rid of him, but he'd always come back and find you the next night.
I never knew that.
But what's funny is it went over to the US with Irish immigrants. It became its own thing, and pumpkins and everything else. And now that's all starting to come back. So it's amazing that such an ancient tradition has kind of spread globally and is back here in a kind of a new format that we all celebrate now.
That's cool.
Wow.
But it was such. But when we were growing, so you guys had Guy Fawkes, and that's fairly close. So it wasn't a big thing. So us, Halloween was massive every year. So when we were kids, we dress up and you'd go knocking on the neighbor's door, and that's where the end of harvest festival part comes in, where we didn't say trick or treat, we'd say help the Halloween party, and people would contribute fruit. It later became sweets. The kids that had dressed up for it, and that turned into trick or treat, and then that's come back now. All kids go around saying trick or treat now, but it used to be help the Halloween party, and then
we used to get tangerines and apples, and we'd hate them. Damn it!
Who wants them? Yeah.
Where's the candy?
Just get some cash.
These nuts. Do you guys get these then at Halloween?
Peanuts? No.
I love those. I've got a couple of bags in the cupboard downstairs.
The first thing she does when it's Halloween, she goes and buys a bag of nuts.
Oh, I love them.
And we sit there eating them. That all comes from that old tradition. And then, but when we were kids, then you dress up. But as you got a bit older, it became about the bonfire. So again, going back to ancient times, people lit massive bonfires on hills to scare off or ward off the evil spirits. And that tradition carries on to this day, where we still light bonfires. So we would be 10, 11, 12. You'd be coming home from school, you'd have tea, and then you'd go out collecting. And there wasn't a pallet or a fence that was safe when we were collecting. And in the whole month of October, collecting wood, stashing it somewhere to build your bonfire. And
probably go to his back garden. Where's my shed gone?
Shabby, you need to come over for a bonfire tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh man, the bonfires were like, I mean, they were as big as houses. The fires that we used, how we got away with it, but it really turned into divilment, and that's where that side. So that's, I suppose, the trick or treat part has come from, because people were dressed as ghosts in ancient times. They'd get up to divilment, and that's where we'd go around and causing trouble in the neighborhood. Yeah. One story springs to mind where one summer this poor man, he obviously retired, right, and was looking for something to do, and he spent the whole summer painting a big fence, and he made a new. He was carving the gate and beautiful, intricate designs, and it was around the time. Remember the Dennis the Menace film came out, right? He was always giving out to us for playing football, and don't be kicked, don't kick the ball at their door. And so his name was Mr. Gleason, and we'd go, Mr. Gleason. But we went, so we decided we were going to get him back for all the giving out, and we went in to buy bangers in town in the city, which are illegal over here, but you always had guys selling them. And me and my brother went in to buy bangers, and as we were getting them, the fella said to us, "Did you ever hear of a quarter stick of dynamite?"
Yeah. M80s.
Give us one of them. So that night, as the bonfire was starting to kind of cool down, it must have been nearly midnight. We crept up to Mr. Gleason's gate, right? His gate that he spent the whole summer carving.
Oh, you dirty rat.
Someone else held in the quarter stick of dynamite. We lit it, dropped it, and ran. And I'm not joking yet. We only got about 20 paces away when this massive boom. It was like, did you ever see that the sum of all fears with the nuclear bomb goes on?
Yeah. That's what you envisioned in your mind, right?
Oh, do you know what? I never felt so guilty. The next day, we went up to his garden, and just his footpath and lawn was just covered in splinters. And that's all. Halloween was getting, dipping, collecting wood, building a bonfire, and getting up to all no good in the neighborhood.
I can't believe you know that much about Halloween. That's impressive.
That is impressive.
It was such a big deal over here. It's such a big celebration. It really is, and it's continuing to this day. That like we're using it now, where it used to be my poor mother tried to carve a turnip with a spoon. She'd be trying to get it out. But that's where Jack-o'-lantern went over with Irish immigrants and came back then as a pumpkin. And now, kids go out to a pumpkin patch to pick their pumpkin and everything, just like they do in America. So it's gone, evolved, and come back to us. But we still hold on to some of those sort of ancient traditions. Like there will be bonfires tomorrow night, and there will be divilment.
Well, can I ask you a question then, Connor? Why do witches have brooms?
Clean up the splinters off the lawn.
Yeah, you were supposed to ask your mother-in-law.
No, I'll say something about Tudor England for trick or treating. In
Oh.
Tudor England, when trick or treaters used to come to the villages and stuff, they weren't very welcomed at all. And half the time they used to shut the curtains and stuff because at the time it was courteous for a trick or treater to bring them into your house, and they'd be a bit mischievous and they'd drink and eat all your food, and sometimes they'd even go as far as to fondle your missus. So
Yeah.
people were a bit reluctant to let trick or treaters in the house in Tudor England. What you had to do is throw it out the door. Weird, isn't it?
Just hoping no one comes and fondles me tomorrow.
Exactly, yeah.
Each their own.
Hello, DTM. Ooh.
You have to let them in them days.
I've now got two reasons to visit Ireland. I've now got 2 reasons to visit Ireland. One was always to have a real pint of Guinness with my old mate Connor, and now I need to go because I need to get my hands on Connor's nuts.
Nuts for everybody.
Oh,
Well,
I didn't
like
see them,
Pat
Connor.
said, we have to leave a light on our porch if we're participating in Halloween or whatever. But it's just a dying tradition around here with like stranger danger and all that type of world that we live in now. It's not.
No.
And if people are with their kids, you're going to send them up to a stranger's house and ask them for something. Like
It's usually a subdivision kind of thing. I live on a lane like Keith does, and so I don't really get them out here. Do you know what I mean? Plus the fact that it's like I said, we're miles out from anybody, so no one's coming out here.
No one's coming to your house.
No one's coming to mine. But when you go to these subdivisions, my word, I've never seen that many people in my life. It's just crazy. Just
and the decorations, Shabby. It's insane how some of these houses go.
I've just
bonkers.
we went to my sister's in-law. The first year I was here, we went to my in-laws. They live on a big subdivision. And I was thinking, you know, I'm gone in with the thing, Halloween, couple of kids, this, that, and so forth. I have never seen anything like it. Honestly, ever. It was just like, just blew me away. So my mum did it though. Annemarie dressed up as Snow White, didn't she? And she came over and did Halloween with us one. And she
when she was over there, yeah. And it's very rarely a trick or treaters come to the door and they've not got like a big brother or sister or the mum and dad with them, or very rarely you'll just get a group of kids on their own. You know, that doesn't happen anymore.
A monkey nut's a thing in the UK and US. I've never met anyone who was happy to get them when they were out trick or treating. Oh, monkey nut! Is that what they're called? Monkey nuts.
That's what we call them over here because people just bring them to the zoo and throw them to the monkeys so that it gets stuck. Monkey nuts.
Isn't that what Five Guys have?
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
Just peanuts.
Monkey nuts, absolutely. Well, we're coming to the. I've loved this. I don't celebrate Halloween, but what a great way to celebrate it. Honestly, you lads. Before we go, do you want to watch the? Do you want to watch the gallery again? See everybody in the gallery.
Yeah.
Here is TUB Thumpers Halloween gallery. absolutely brilliant. Now there's someone trying to enter, so can I throw somebody out to let somebody else in before we go?
I'll go, Shabby.
See you guys.
All
Shabby.
right.
Everybody now. Oh my goodness.
Because it looks like there's so someone's trying to get. He keeps giving me a message. Someone's trying to get in. He's trying to get in. Let's have a look. So if you want to come in, you're more than welcome. You've got 10 minutes. So let's have a look.
Yeah, Shabby. Connor was on about the headless huntsman, headless horseman. At our work, they've got a bit of a Halloween event going on. So that's not Photoshop. That's a proper sort of plywood cutout.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah. That's the house where I work.
Wow. Big enough.
Jeepers.
Yeah. Must have like a There's a picture of me at the door.
Leaning as always.
Leaning.
Bit of overtime.
Absolutely. Well, look who's here. A very famous Halloween film star. I think you should know.
Hey, happy Halloween, everyone.
What's
up?
Happy Halloween.
Early.
So let me put you right there. And let's see what you would like to show us for Halloween.
Oh, you go to my channel. You can see my Don't Scream movie. No, actually, I picked this up the other day. Check this out. The Creepshow 3D art.
Oh, wow.
Cool. Yeah.
So it's like a movie poster, but
Yeah, that's good though.
In 3D.
Yeah.
You're a big fan of Halloween, aren't you? You
Yeah, I love horror.
Yeah.
This is a Crypt Keeper lamp.
Yeah.
And I got this right here
Nice.
from Halloween 2. This was a Spirit Halloween exclusive.
Awesome.
Yeah, it lights up too.
Yeah, that is good.
Oh, that's cool.
Sweet.
I honestly thought then it was one of your popcorn buckets. I thought it was one of them.
Yeah. No, I have some pretty cool popcorn buckets. I'm sure most of you have seen them.
Yeah.
The alien ones are like my favorites over here.
Today, do you know? I was telling some chick at work about your popcorn buckets.
Yeah, hold on a second. I just got out of work, so I'm all over the place. This is one of my favorite popcorn buckets.
The alien ones.
I've not seen that one. That's cool.
Like
Yeah, lights up and everything.
Oh,
Yeah, that meant that.
Fantastic.
Hey, John.
Actually, my video, the guy that made the commercial for this made a comment in my video, which was pretty fun.
Cool.
And I picked this up the other day. It's kind of spooky. It's from Walmart, the Great Galoo.
Ooh.
You know, that's like a vintage toy from the 60s, I think.
But it was massive on it there.
Yeah, but this is like a little mini version. I haven't even opened it yet. You want to see what it looks like?
Yeah, let's have a look.
Rip it open.
Don't unbox it. Don't unbox it.
If I can get it at it, you can take me up full screen. This is kind of boring.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's just say Super Awesome's turned up, BOE's turned up. Hiya, fellas.
Oh yeah, it's kind of cool. He's cute.
Well, let's have a look. Hold on. Right, go on. Yeah, that's all right.
Oh wow.
Yeah. He's kind of cute. They have a blue version also.
He's better looking than the original. That thing is hideous.
Yeah, and then I picked this up.
Huge money.
Howling.
Ooh,
That's
Howling.
good.
I haven't watched that in a long time.
Yeah, I got this one on 4K, and I also picked up a Nightmare on Elm Street on 4K.
Meant.
I think this one's Dolby Atmos, a Nightmare on Elm Street. So that's pretty cool because I have speakers on the ceiling for Dolby Atmos. Not bragging, but maybe a little. All right, that's it. I think. I mean, I have a ton of horror stuff, but it's just all over the place.
Do you want to sell us the new movie? Do you want to sell us the synopsis for it?
Don't Scream.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so Don't Scream is it's actually when I saw the Blair Witch Project back in '99, I thought the movie was amazing because it was kind of one of those movies where when you went to the theater, you thought you were seeing real footage, and then when the movie was over, you're like, wait a minute, that couldn't have been real. So after that, I went to like Circuit City. I bought a camcorder. I'm like, I'm gonna just have fun, make a little video. So what I did was, so I have that footage still.
Yeah.
So what I did was I used today's technology, add some sound effects to it, and add some video. So last year I put it up, and I had Elvira as like a host.
Yeah.
But this year I changed it up a little bit, so it's like found footage that I found at a local antique shop, and I re-edited the video and cut it down. It was a little too long, I thought, the first time, so I shortened it up a little bit, add a little bit more opening effects to it. And it's just like a tradition every year. There's something that happens at the end of the video that didn't happen last time.
Oh,
and,
so we've got to watch it then.
So what I was hoping to do is possibly like if people want to like continue it and make like a part 2, is everyone just have their own death scene, and I can edit it and make it. Yeah, Chief Horse. Yeah.
No, I was answering Connor's question.
Yeah, so I thought that would be fun if people did that, but I know it's a lot of work, but I thought it'd be kind of cool.
I'll do it.
First time I went to see it, and I shit myself. I have never been that frightened in my life because I don't go to the cinema obviously to see horror movies, and it's not really a horror, is it? But that sort of thing, the way it was done, and it was done in black and white. It looked like the extra foot. Oh,
you don't know what's happening. You don't know what to expect. That's what
Yeah, I tell you, when I made that footage out in the woods, I did it out in the woods at night, and it was scary just making the video.
Yeah.
You know,
even yourself. Yeah.
Oh man,
Shit, you go in a dark basement. It's scary.
Yeah.
Cheers, Pete.
But I love Halloween. I love when I wake up from a nightmare, I'm like, man, that was so cool. You know?
Me and you were like, geez, I'd be in therapy for weeks.
Yeah.
None of them. I just not want it at all. But anyway, we've come to an end. What a great stream. I've loved it.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I'm glad I made it. So
No, I'm glad you came in. I just watched Berserk of the Nordic Curse from 1977. What's that one, Scott? Is that a good one?
Not one I know.
You don't know?
no, I don't think I've heard that one either.
Berserker of the Nordic.
Never heard of it.
Oh.
I love a scary movie on Halloween. Might watch my wedding video. Oh, awesome stream, great stream. Yeah, it was. Before we go, is anyone got anything to promote or anything coming up and so forth that they want to talk about?
Yeah, I do.
Like, go on. You're more than welcome. We'll start you.
So today I just put out a Friday the 13th accessory set. So if you want to continue watching a little bit of horror, they have NECA made an accessory set which comes with like the Camp Crystal Lake sign, the rock that holds Jason in part 7, I think it was 6 or 7, and then a few other things. So I made a video with that and did some green screen editing. So I think it turned out pretty fun. So if you want to continue Halloween, check it out.
It's good.
Wow.
Right, I know we're on.
I'd like to say as well, thanks for coming on, Kat, for first time on as well. Thanks for coming on. Brilliant.
Pleasure
nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's
awesome. Stuff.
No,
and I appreciate. I appreciate all you people coming on. You've made it a really good Halloween. So I've loved it. So thank you all to take time out and come on this for 10 minutes or so. Or some of you to spend all night here. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it, guys. It was awesome. I've loved it.
I have an hour drive home from work. And that's what I was listening and watching as I was driving home. And then as soon as I came in the door, I grabbed my computer, set it up. I'm like, let me at least show a little bit before you guys end it. So,
oh no,
you know, runs through the kitchen. Don't talk to me, woman. I gotta
Yeah. I'm on a live stream. Stop it.
There you go. Yeah, Kat, she was awesome and she has a cool collection. You're more than welcome.
Great collection, Kat.
More than welcome. Yeah. Well, you know what? Now we know that Kat's got her own stuff. We'll have to get Kat on Tub Thumpers side.
There you go.
I think she's got a lot more stuff to show. Yeah, I think so, Mark. Yeah, a lot more stuff to show there. Yeah.
You'll get your own gallery, Kat. Courtesy of Si.
Oh
Yeah, that's the bit that would put me off.
Oh, there's a few lads. Gups hasn't done it yet. We'll have to get Gups. Geeks Joggy keep asking him, but he's like, "Oh, I'm busy. Oh, I can't do it." Oh,
I don't get home till like this time at night.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'll get him
Yeah.
on.
We'll do a
And he
special one
has to
for Geeks
stop at
Joggy.
his Targets and his Walmart, so it takes.
No, I didn't stop anywhere. I came right home. Scott, you got an amazing collection, by the way.
Thanks,
We
man.
did
Thank
say,
you.
meanwhile, that there are some Americans and stuff that we'd like to get on, but obviously it's a daytime, and half of you are at work for this time, you know, or coming in. So
Yeah.
for a few shows, we are going to do a few late night for the UK, but 8 o'clock normal time for you in America, do you know? So
Yeah, we will do.
Watch
There'll
it
be a couple of tub thumpers like we did with our mic, you know, with usual mic that we it's just, you know what I
Yeah.
mean. So there will be some late. So we'll get it all sorted.
Yeah.
Anybody else
See-
want anything to say before we go?
Just on Friday, I've got my latest figure focus video, which will be the original Trilly collection, but the vehicles part 2.
Nice,
So,
Keith.
Friday.
Awesome, great stuff.
Nice.
Brilliant. Well, we'll be back with anybody else before I finish up.
Let's
Just
make
come
a
and join
fire
me.
so big the gods will see us again.
Come and join me
Well,
at
anyway,
Crave tomorrow, and we'll show off what we picked up at the toy fair, and we had a good weekend.
So Baz is streaming
Yeah.
on tomorrow, Baz, yeah, with David.
Yes.
Awesome, right?
9
And then we've got Tez on Tez's channel is ZSR this Friday, so we'll see if he's feeling better. Do you know what I mean? He gets a bit poorly.
Yeah.
Tez. We'll see. And then Keith, and then not Keith, Stu's got Stu's quiz on Sunday, which I'm on. I think Scuba's on, Si's on.
yeah.
Grindhead Jim's on.
good matchup.
So yeah, that'll be a good do. So anyway,
What's the name of Taylor Inucci's dog? What's the name of Taylor Inucci's?
Beasley.
That question was brilliant.
oh, brilliant. All right, well, wave everybody, and we'll see you all next week. See ya.
See ya.
Happy Halloween.